Renata, how about you?
I find fun in so many things. Like you said, Lori, the small things, going for a walk in the woods, seeing a beautiful sunset, being with my grandchildren. They're all fun in a quiet way. And then there's the fun in the big way. When you go to the theater and see some great production, when you go on a trip and you see something very exciting or different or challenging and you do something different. That is also fun, but it's in a larger scale, I guess. You're more involved physically. So fun is both ways. What I think is also fun is I try to, and I'm lucky to have friends that are positive people, that enjoy to have fun, that they appreciate that as we age, we are still healthy and we can still do so many things. As long as you stay well and have good people around you, you can just go on having fun. And you also, it's a mind, it's an attitude. But you have to enjoy almost everything we do because we are able to do it. And we are so, so lucky at this age to do all this.
Right, and some people have said make hay while the sun shines.
Yes.
And I think you do that. What do you do for fun?
Well,
Besides bring the money to us when we win at bingo.
oh, gee. I love to go out and have dinner with my friends. Or if my son will call me and say, "What are you doing tonight, Mother?" I said, "I'm not doing nothing." He said, "Would you like to go to a restaurant and have something to eat?" I said, "It's up to you." And even my daughter, they're both the same. "What are you doing, Mom?" I said, "Well, like I say, you have to call me before 9 o'clock in the morning. Otherwise, you will not get me because I'll be going to the barn."
And Barbara, could you quickly tell us?
Oh, I can't add to any of because that's all fun to me, and it's just fun listening to you and seeing fireworks. Though that's still one of my funnest times.
That sounds
Yes.
good. Well, looking at us up here, we're all wearing our red hats. We are all part of the philosophy of the Red Hat Society, although none of us here are members. And there's a little poem written by Marjorie Ramsey that says, "My dress is kind of purple, my hat is flaming red. It covers up the gray hairs now sprouting from my head. I know I look distinguished and my clothes are oh so loud, but I'm a member of the Red Hat Brigade, and of that I'm very proud." We, as the seniors of the village of Schaumburg, you can see, are very well versed in the magic word fun. And some of us have done some quite adventurous things. And I think that Doris has a little something here she'd love to tell us about. Doris?
Yeah.
I went on a ride like this about 10, 15 years ago when I was able to get up over the basket and into the basket. As you see today, it hasn't changed much. We did have the bags for weight on the outside. We had steps that we had to climb through here. But inside, which this lacks, was a firing unit that kept the balloon up in the air. Now this, I've had a helicopter rides, but I'll tell you, this one was quite different because when we came down, as I said, we would come peacefully to the earth over at Poplar Creek. We came over this way. We had the police on Higgins Road checking us out. We had people running and asking us where they could get a ride like this. And I had on a white jacket that day, and in the field there was nothing but weeds. And I came out covered with weeds. So it was quite an exciting ride. The difference is, in a ride like this is quite scary. In a helicopter, you know you're going to come down perfectly. But in a ride like this, you can see everything. Over fields we went over all of Barrington. It was quite a ride. I would do it again. But
beautiful.
Can't. But if you're going to do it while you're younger. It was a lot of fun and quite an adventure.
Wonderful.
You know, last Sunday I went to Navy Pier and I wanted to take a ride in the balloon there. Only that balloon is tethered. It was grounded because of the wind, so I didn't get up there, but that wouldn't be as scary as
this.
yours,
Yes.
right? Has anybody else done something that they consider really adventurous, Barbara?
I think one of the most fun and adventurous I've been is my sisters and I always go on a trip every 5-7 years. And the last time we canoed down the North Platte River in Wyoming. And it was hard, plus we camped out at night, and we had just like pitch a tent and eat outside and all that. But it was hard. I didn't realize canoeing in a river was so hard, but it was so much fun too.
Yeah.
Gracious. That's adventurous, staying overnight.
Yes.
Ooh. Anybody else? Can you think of anything, Renata? You've
Yes.
been around the world.
Yes, I have, but I want to comment on your canoe. All I did was a small canoe trip down the Illinois River.
Oh, you
and I
did?
thought that was hard, so I can appreciate what you must have done.
was hard.
It was difficult, so good for you.
Yeah.
I guess I've taken quite a few trips. The one that I took a year and a half ago, I think, almost 2 years, was probably the most adventurous. I went to Africa with my daughter and her family. And I'm glad I went. It was very different. It was wonderful. Probably not for everyone, sleeping in tents. Lots of dust on the Serengeti and the different crater, Gora Gora. And seeing the animals was just fantastic. But it's a bit strenuous at times, and I'm glad I did it when I did it. But it's a wonderful place. If anyone so is inclined to do it, please don't wait, just do it and enjoy it.
Well, I think that's the secret.
it is.
Do it while you can. Anne, how about you?
Me, well, I went to Italy to see my cousins, which I never saw in my life. And when I got off the plane to see them, there was 30 of my cousins to see me, and they all yelled, Anna, because that was in Italian, that was my name, Anna. So I was wondering, I said, gee, all these people to see me? I was wonderful. I was so happy to see these people, which I never saw in my life. And they adored me. And that's all we had, spaghetti to eat. spaghetti, raviolis, everything. All homemade. It was wonderful. Honest to God, I still am thinking about going back. I really am.
Go,
I
go,
really am.
go.
I was telling my kids. Yeah.
Well, I know I took a trip to Poland as a retirement trip with my daughter who treated me, and I can still remember meeting relatives. I counted 95 living, but every living relative took us to the cemetery.
Oh, yeah.
We met the living and the dead.
Oh, my God.
Well, is there anything that anybody really wants to do in their lifetime? Maybe you may be able to do it and maybe you may not, but it's sort of like a wish. I want to ride in that balloon.
Oh, yeah, that would be wonderful.
I have one more trip that I want to do while I still can climb and do things, and that was to go to Machu Picchu, which I'll be going to next August. I thought I better do it now because maybe later on I will not be able to climb up that high and
that
go.
true?
So that is one of my goals. Another goal is to go to China. But that I thought I can probably take a cruise on that one. I don't think there's much climbing. So I can do it maybe in a few years, that one.
That would be wonderful. I
Yes.
Yeah.